What's going on? Welcome to View the Right Thing, and this is Winning Time, Episode 7, Fact Check. Now, Winning Time is a fun series, and I'm digging it, but it ain't a documentary, which means it does not let little things like facts get in the way of telling a good story. So today we're going to fact check Episode 7 to separate fact from fiction. But before we start, this video series is done 100% because of the viewers in the comment sections, so thank you and keep them coming. Now let's get into it. Winning Time Episode 7 mainly focuses on the clash between arch rivals Magic Johnson and Larry Bird's first NBA game. And if you need a recap, hit that box right there and come on back. So, near the beginning of Winning Time Episode 7, did you catch that dude shooting free throws underhand style? Well, that looks fake, but that's one that they actually got right. That dude right there is Rick Barry, and he's probably one of the greatest Golden State Warriors not named Steph Curry, and homie shot 89% from the line with that thing. One of the show's other subplots involves Jerry Buss replacing Paul Westhead for Lakers legend Elgin Baylor. And this one's truish. While it is true that Elgin Baylor was out of his job as a head coach for the Jazz, there's no evidence that he was ever offered the job. At Magic's house in Michigan, Norm Nixon tells the other Lakers players Celtics ghost stories to try to spook them before the road trip. The wildest one is where, as a reward for all the championships he won, Boston fans drop a deuce on Bill Russell's bed and vandalize his house. It's sad, but this one is actually real, and one of the many race-driven attacks against Bill Russell that he had to endure over the course of his career. At the same party, Magic's dad warns him not to endorse Buick because of gossip at the factory, but Magic does it anyway. And that part's true too. Magic Dad was right. There were recalls for Buicks in the 80s and the 90s. Now it's time for the big game. Magic versus Bird, Lakers versus Celtics. And this is where the showrunners made the biggest changes. Maybe hoping people wouldn't notice, but judging from my comment section, people did. See, the show lays the game out this way, as an away game for the Lakers in late December at the end of a 3-game road trip. The Lakers beat the Celtics thanks to a game-winning layup by Michael Cooper, which came after a near fight and a Pat Riley ejection. It's a cool story, bro, but the problem is that it's mostly completely wrong. In reality, the first time Magic and Bird played happened in LA, not Boston, and it wasn't even a nail-biter. The Lakers won that game by almost 20 points. The game we see in Winning Time is of Magic and Bird's first game in Boston, and they get that one rightish. That game was the final game of a 3-game road trip, and it was close, but the final score was 100-98, not 99-98 as the series shows. And it wasn't a heroic shot from Cooper that won it, but really 2 free throws from Norm Nixon that sealed the deal. Lastly, Magic barely even played. He was actually nursing an injury, so he was only out there for 21 minutes and only scored 1 point. And as to Bird, if you're wondering if he talked that much trash, the answer to that is absolutely 1,000 times yes. Bird is one of the most prolific trash talkers in NBA history, but despite the intense Celtics-Lakers rivalry, another moment from the game isn't true. Red Auerbach is far from a saint, but there's no evidence that he ever made a vegetable joke on account of Jack McKinney. So that's what I saw. What about you? As always, thanks for watching View the Right Thing. If you like the content, hit that square right there, and to like and subscribe, hit the circle. Peace.